His whole
Did you see that new Colin Kaepernick show on
No,
Netflix?
I heard about it, bro. I have to check it out. I heard about it. I heard it's really good, bro. I
I
heard
didn't like it.
you didn't like it. I heard it was
No,
some good.
I didn't like it. I think Colin Kaepernick is portraying himself to be this Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X activist. Man.
He wouldn't have if he wouldn't have if the NFL didn't apologize to him. Like
Yeah, but
people skip that. People like just and they eight balled him. They admit it. Even Roger Goodell went on. Hey, we need to apologize to we apologize to Kaepernick and everything. Still didn't give him a job because they didn't want that here because it would have still been political if he had came. That means that the NFL acknowledging that yes, we blackballed you, and that's something that they not. But they did. Like Roger Goodell came out and apologized. Like, hey, you were right. This is after George Floyd, and that was what he was pertaining to,
yeah,
not military or some
but
shit.
yeah, I know that. But here's my thing, and I was just like you until I realized that like he opted out his final year,
Mhm.
right? So that kind of confused me. Like,
At San Francisco.
yeah, San Francisco, he was due to make 16.9 million and he opted out.
Yeah,
So I'm like, why would you you're already on the team. So why would you opt out?
he's not the first one to do it. You
No,
see
I'm just
basketball.
yeah,
You
but
see
he
do it.
opted out. That was the year when he did that, protests and all that or whatever.
Yeah,
But but he was still signed for next year, but he opted out.
yeah. He didn't want to. Well, previously he didn't want to play for San Francisco anyway because they got a new head coach. They were already transitioning away from him. You know what I mean? Like they got rid of like everybody. Everybody retired too and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
I
yeah,
get it, but they still owe you 16.9 million. You
it
know what I
wasn't about
mean?
like it's hard to believe it wasn't about the money, Howard.
But you had to know that once you opt out, nobody's gonna pick you up.
No, that I mean, we didn't know we didn't know the like the craziness this was going to happen. Did you think? Did you think this was going to happen?
Oh yeah, everybody knew. I mean,
I
come on.
I I didn't think it was going to be like where they done like blackball.
Oh
The guy the guy went to a Super Bowl. The guy went to 3 NFC championships. The guy was breaking records that will not be broken today, like from what he did in the playoffs.
he was
So my
declining.
like, huh?
He was declining ever since that Super Bowl. Ever since he went to that Super
Well,
Bowl.
they got rid of Harbaugh. That's why.
His stats, he was declining.
Here's the same thing with Cam Newton, right? Cam Newton think everybody hit him is done. The reason why Cam Newton is the way he is now is because the year that he went to the Super Bowl, right, he had the best offensive line. The next following year, they trade everybody and they don't have an offensive line and then he hurts his shoulder. Now he's not the same person anymore. Now everybody's saying that he doesn't have a throwing arm. He was never good to begin with, blah, 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 all this stuff. My thing is like this. They don't protect black quarterbacks.
Right.
Protect you. If you can run and be mobile, they don't protect you at all. You know what I mean? Like, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only one that is adjusted to a black quarterback and his skills is Harbaugh in Baltimore. Baltimore has adjusted his offense for that man. He did not put that man in a pro style offense, a spread offense, or anything like that. Pistol offense, he put that man exactly where he's comfortable at. And that is a pretty much a option offense. The guy gets the ball in pistol offense. He does the option. He moves and rolls out. The guy is always on the move. He's never standing still. And if he is, people are freaking concerned because he's going to run. And so they figured it out in Baltimore. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of like, y'all lucky that this couldn't happen with Michael Vick. If there was a coach out there with Michael Vick in Atlanta that could have set up a system just like Lamar Jackson, bro, Michael Vick would have won so many. Like I'm telling you, he would have won multiple Super Bowls. I
Yeah.
don't know about 7, but he would have won multiple Super Bowls.
Yeah, so like whenever you get a chance to watching the Colin Kaepernick documentary slash
So about the money, what's wrong with the money? Him opting out of the money?
I find that strange. Like, why would you opt out knowing that you know the pushback you're getting
Well,
from?
this is before he did that.
Yeah, this was the year that he was doing, the protests,
Yeah,
taking the knee, stuff like that.
you opt out before the season starts.
No, he opted out after.
Oh, so he didn't want to stay there.
Right, but they owe you 16 million. So, like, I can understand that if his contract was up, and then he was still trying to find a team or whatever, and they're not giving him a chance, I can understand that. But the fact is,
So if you did something like that, would you stay with your team?
they owe me 16 million.
No. Would you stay with your team?
If I did something,
they would eventually like made it into something where they would have like cut him or waived him.
all right, then that'd be something different.
Yeah.
If they cut him because of that, then yeah. But for the fact that he automatically just, you know what, I'm going to opt out, even though I'm slated to make 16 million. Then I'm going to say that they're not going to give me a chance, which is true. But I'm just saying that makes his argument weak.
Actually, no. It just shows how racist the NFL is.
Oh, but yeah, we all know that though.
Did we?
Oh,
did we?
For the most part.
Before he kneeled, did we?
Oh yeah.
I didn't. I didn't know how racist it was. I didn't know how it worked. Then when that happened, bro, all the tea fucking just everything. I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is going on? Hey, it is like modern slavery. Like, damn. Now that I think about it, yeah, they measure you, they draft. It's called a draft.
What I mean? Yeah, that was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was in his series.
That was in what series?
That was in a series. Colin Kaepernick, like the first thing that was shown was, the draft, how they measure you and stuff like that, and how he equated to slavery.
Oh snap! Oh well, that eventually all like came out. Like obviously, all the fucking owners are white. They barely have any black coaches. You know what I mean? Like Bellamy, KC's coach.
Yeah, there's a book called $40 Million Slaves. So
when did that year happen when he took a knee? He took it. Was it
2017?
So he took it in 2017.
No, 2016. I'm sorry.
All right, 2016. And I was a super fan, bro. And I never knew, like, I knew he didn't do it because he didn't like the military. I knew he didn't do it because I knew it was a protest that, hey, I'm going to kneel down. And I didn't think that was a bad thing. Then it came out to be something else, political. And my thing was like, I didn't know how bad the NFL was. I had no clue, bro. I was such a fan and I wanted to play football since I played football when I was a kid. I always wanted to be college and NFL, and I was such a fan. So when he did that, man, I'm not going to lie. The NFL has changed for me now. Now I see why Cam Newton can't get a job, because now it's different too, because it's the pandemic.
Yeah, right? I get it. Or it could have been to where the NFL paid him to take that stand. Because at that time, the NFL, the ratings is already going down.
Well, no, because their ratings actually went down even more because of that.
I know, but still, people were talking about the NFL.
So you think the NFL orchestrated this?
It could be.
And picked Colin Kaepernick for it.
Yep. I mean, his stats were going down at the time. He was like the 17th ranked QB at that time.
Out of 32 quarterbacks,
out of 32 quarterbacks, he was the
starting quarterbacks. That's That's pretty
He
damn
was
good.
the 17th ranked.
It's pretty damn good.
So he was in the middle of the pack. So I mean, why?
That's good because there's some motherfuckers that not even play it down.
Yeah.
So
I'm just.
I love it when these cats over here talk about, oh, he wasn't that good. I was like, bro, right now, you see who the quarterback is for Houston? You see the quarterback is who for New York Jets?
I get it.
You see these cats? You see who they drafted out of Utah, out of BYU? Zach Wilson. Like, you see some of these cats that got a job, right? And you're telling me that some of these cats at that time were better than Kaepernick, that which went to 3 NFC championships, that went to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, a lot of these people have never went to Super Bowl. Like, think about it. How many Super Bowls championships do we have right now today in this NFL?
Super Bowl champions?
Super Bowl championships right now playing.
What, that are black quarterbacks, or what are we talking?
How many Super Bowl championships do we have? How many Super Bowl quarterbacks do we have right now?
Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. You got Aaron Rodgers.
And Russell Wilson. And Ben Roethlisberger. That's it. Joe
Flacco.
He don't even play.
Yeah, he's a backup.
I like how you said that. Like that. He's
a backup.
We got five quarterbacks right now are playing today out of 32. And my thing is just like, it's just even hard to get on an NFL team and get that 53-man roster, you know, to be able to do what he did. And then people say he was declining, or he was, you know, obviously the man was hurt because they gave everything away. They didn't have no blocking scheme. They gave their defense away. Of course, everybody goes down. Look at the Warriors. Warriors went to what? Won 3 championships in 5 years. And then everybody sweating them on that 1 year, those 2 years that were off. Now look at them. 10-1. Number 1 in the NBA. Coming back in December. Now everybody's like, oh, they're going to, we always knew they were going to come back. No, you didn't. Y'all thought they were done. Like, I heard Stephen A. Smith and them were like, it's never going to happen. It's over. You enjoyed your little 5 years. It's over. It's Laker time. It's LeBron time. Now LeBron about to dip. And he not even playing. Now everybody's like, oh, it's the Warriors and everything. It's funny how things trip out and change. And it's the same thing with anybody else, like Cam Newton. I absolutely feel sorry for Cam Newton. They, like, you had the recipe. You lost 1 Super Bowl, and then you gave your offensive line away and was like, oh, he can run. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Every successful quarterback has a great offensive line. Every successful quarterback has a great offensive line or a great running game. Even look at Tom Brady. Every team he's on, how many times he gets sacked in the Super Bowl last year?
Not too many times. It was 0?
0. You know who got sacked the most?
Oh, Patrick.
Mahomes. Because you know why? He didn't have no offensive line.
Yeah.
You got to stay upright to win. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying is, with this whole Colin Kaepernick thing, is that activism don't get paid. You don't get paid to be an activist.
I don't know. I mean, you think if Muhammad Ali could have got paid, he'd have done it?
No, because remember that he was he protested going to Vietnam.
They didn't have Nike, Nike contracts and everything back then.
But back then he was making $100,000. So back in those days, 100,000 was like $1 million.
Yeah, so he didn't need it.
So, but I'm saying he was drafted to the Vietnam War, and he didn't go because of his principles. Because if he would have went, or he would just support it, they would send other black kids out there to go front line.
Right, I know that.
Yeah. So he sacrificed. He made all his money. 4 years of his prime boxing years.
But it's okay. He made all that back because the first fight he fought was against Frazier, and he lost. Got paid. Then the second fight he fought was George Foreman. He beat him. Then the second fight with Frazier, he won. So he got all that money back in those 4 years that he was got. So he all right. And he fought for a very long time and made his money that he got back up. I understand that. And the same thing with Kaepernick. Kaepernick getting his signed to the NFL team. Kaepernick took about 2 years until he got the Nike contract. Now he's making movies and producing. So he paid his dues. He ain't paying what he loves. He's never doing what he loves. At least Muhammad Ali went back to what he loved. He got an opportunity to fight. He's never going to play football again. It was over. Because that's true. Muhammad Ali got to go back and won the belt.
Yeah, they needed him back.
But there's a go. Like, my thing is Kaepernick, hey, man, they sacrificed you. They kicked you out. They blackballed you. It's all right. He's still having a message. But I don't mind the brother getting paid. You know what I mean? You could be an activist and get paid.
But
you gotta be Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's only one Jesus Christ, bro. You can't. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I get it, but activists getting paid. I mean, then what are you really doing it for?
What's the part of you gotta make a living? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Activism. True activists do not get paid.
Well, Martin Luther King got paid.
He died.
So you got to die for this shit?
Yeah, you got to die for it.
I don't know, man. That's a different world now. Ain't nobody gonna die for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I look at all these activists or people that put themselves out there as they're activists. That, hey, you got to die for it, man. That's for anybody.
I don't know about that, B.
That is true. Activism is a dead end road.
To be honest with you, it wasn't they plan to die for it.
Yes, they did.
Like these cats didn't go in and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out in this bridge and get shot."
But they knew they were going to die. King knew he was going to die. Malcolm X knew he was going to die. So on and so forth. They know once you go down that road, it's a dead end.
But is there really a time now that you could die from something? Like somebody will kill you for something? Like would?
Yes.
Like now, from speaking out, which we all know that's why.
Yes.
We didn't have the technology. We didn't have the knowledge that we know now. So you can't hide it.
Yeah, but remember when Nick Cannon brought Professor Griff, I'm sorry. He brought him on to his whole podcast and he explained that how Black people are the true Israelites and everything.
Yeah.
So that's when they started taking Nick Cannon's show, Wildin' Out. He started getting blackballed. Then Nick Cannon, a couple months later, he switched his tune, started apologizing to the Jews for anti-Semitic, comments. Because, hey, that's a dead end road. You cannot be a millionaire flying on private jets and talking about power to the people. I mean, it's an oxymoron. It doesn't go hand in hand.
All right.
You gotta be willing.
I understand.
To die for it.
Yes.
Because if not, what is it really worth if you're not willing to die for it? It's like you're doing all this talking, right? It's like you starting to fight. Then once it's time to fight, we go in, then you just sit back and you watch everybody else fight while you, the one that actually started the fight, just sit back and watch.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you said it yourself. We're at this age to where they give us our leaders.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it was staged, bro. You got me thinking now. Now I'm disappointed. You know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, I'm looking at Colin Kaepernick, and he's still getting paid millions of dollars by Nike. He's getting book deals. He got this whole Netflix thing.
I mean, Farrakhan Lewis still does that shit. He an activist.
Activism do not get paid, man. Like if you're really truly about the people.
So Farrakhan's not about the people. Like he about that life, bro.
Oh yeah, I know about Farrakhan. Yeah, you about that life, and we're not even gonna.
You ask that man will say that shit today. Like he will like tell you straight up. So he still get paid though.
Yeah, but he has to go through loopholes and to get his money.
No, I don't know. I don't know what he does with money.
That's what I'm saying. He has to he has to build relationships to get his money. And as far as in the US.
I don't know, man. There's always a way to get your word across being smarter. You know what I mean? Like my thing is just like, you want to be Tony Montana, you're gonna die early. But if you want to be just a low key plug, you live forever. You know what I mean? So I just like, I look at it. There's always a smarter way of doing things and getting the word out, and obviously taking care of yourself. I guess the millions of dollars and everything. I don't know. I just feel like it's a different time now, man. A lot of people, it's like what. I don't know. I'm puzzled, bro. You kind of
That's
got.
what I'm saying. All I'm saying is we got a peak game of all these celebrities that come out with this whole activism, we are the people type of stuff. Like, what are you getting out of it?
I don't know, man. Because my thing is like, Muhammad Ali got his money back, bro. He straight up like his family didn't have to struggle with anything more than that.
He went to jail though. He went to jail for years.
Shoot, Ray Lewis was up for murder charges. I mean, I don't know.
That's totally different.
I don't. I just like the 4 years. He got out and then he
and he came out broke.
I mean, we got everything back. I think he was out for a year and he trained and he got a fight with Frazier and lost.
It took him a while to get that fight. He had to talk to Frazier because they had to come because he went to him and is like, hey man, I need you to get this fight back to get this fight because I'm hurting and that I'm really the champion.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that. I know.
Yeah, because Frazier, he didn't have to fight Ali.
But it's just, I don't know. So what do you, I mean, like, I'm looking at Kaepernick, like he turned down $16 million, brother.
He got his money. He got his money back. He got his
right?
back from the Netflix. The NFL paid him that grievance, however many.
That what I mean? Like he paid his dues. He opted out. He was like, you know what? I believe in this. I'm not gonna sit straight because that's probably was in the terms. Hey, you ain't gonna kneel no more if you want this money. And he was like, you know what? I ain't gonna get controlled by this shit. I'm out. I can see that happening. And then he got it all back because
either that or that was part of the bigger plan from the NFL.
Oh man, don't say that to me, man. You've taken all types of hope away from me, Howard. Hey, that's what you do, bro. You're taking all types. Like we don't got nothing to hang on. That's pretty much what you're saying. Like, don't believe the hype. Like, don't believe any black man that ever come out and say anything.
Nowadays.
So David Chappelle, fuck him.
We should just look back.
You know what I mean? Like he turned down 50 million.
He did.
And then he got it right back. So in a way, Kaepernick turned down 16, got it back. Ali spent 4 years in jail, got it right back.
But the difference is Dave Chappelle was at the top of his game. Colin Kaepernick wasn't.
He just got done with the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? He lost. I mean, he lost, but he just got done with the Super Bowl when all that stuff happened.
No, that was a while ago before he went to the Super Bowl.
No, it wasn't. It was like what, 2 years before he got out? That 2016 before he kneeled?
It was like 3 or 4 years.
When they go? I don't even know when they get. I know, but I was I still in the military? No, I was out of the military when he went.
He probably still was in the military. Let's see.
It had to be past 2012. Oh yeah, it was past 2012. I think it was 2013 or 14.
2013.
Yeah, 2013. So yeah, 3 years later. That's normal for people that went to the Super Bowl. So he just went to the Super Bowl and everything like that. So yeah, went to 3 consecutive years, went to a Super Bowl. Yeah, you downfall. Jim Harbaugh went to Michigan. They Patrick Willis retired. All his whole team retired. Oh yeah, man. It was time for a change.
All I'm saying is it pays to be an activist now.
No, I don't know how. I only know so many activists. I wouldn't
No, it really, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter or whatever. They made a lot of money, huh?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Black Lives Matter was a fucking joke, bro. Especially when they caught
Black Lives Matter and Colin Kaepernick, they're the same thing.
You think so?
Oh yes, they are the same thing.
Because Black Lives Matters, when a black boy got killed from another black boy, they didn't say shit. But when a cop killed a black man, they were all over it.
Yeah.
But I thought Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? And then they get caught with fraud, all them motherfuckers, because they buying houses and shit with the money.
Yep.
So, but then you got Kaepernick and he gave up something that he loved, bro. Like he gave up something that he loved, bro.
Did he?
What do you mean? You telling me I played since I was 8 years old all the way up to the NFL, got to the Super Bowl, and you telling me I didn't love it?
It's not the same.
I don't know, man. And he turned down 16 million because of it.
He got it back.
I know it, but that's okay. But that
he got it back and then some. The NFL paid him to go away.
Muhammad Ali family never had to struggle. After he got it all back.
You don't know that.
Didn't struggle. They were good, bro. He went to making appearances and stuff, speaking and stuff after he's fighting before he got Parkinson's, right? Parkinson's disease. Yeah, he got it all back, man. David Chappelle.
Hey, there's a conspiracy theory about how he got Parkinson's.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta look at that up. I don't know how.
You look that up.
They gave it to him?
Hey, look it up.
I don't know. He took a lot of fucking hits though, man. I tell you that. You've seen his fights. He didn't block one fucking hit.
He did. He did.
He dodged, but when he got older, he was taking all that punishment, man. Especially with George Foreman and them, he was taking all types of punishment. Rope a dope, you're still getting hit. But that was just me. I think I don't know. I have to look into that. I don't know about the conspiracy theory about how he got Parkinson. But shit, man, you say that, man, then all this shit is bullshit. That's pretty much what you're saying. Muhammad Ali is bullshit. David Chappelle's bullshit.
I wouldn't say Muhammad Ali because, like I said, he went to jail for what he believed.
4 years, bro. Come on.
4 years in jail? In prison?
Dude, it wasn't jail for him. Trust me. It wasn't jail. It wasn't. I guarantee you, bro. He was in solitary or something, chilling. You know, come on, bro. They make it into dramatic fields. 4 years because that's how long the war lasted. But in 4 years, 61 to 65 or something like that. How long did Vietnam go? I mean, like I don't know, man. They all got their stuff back after they sacrificed. And I looked at Kaepernick as being, he sacrificed 16 million, not to sign, because there was probably some incentives in saying, hey, you can no longer protest. You can no longer take a knee. You can't be who you want to be in this organization. And he was like, you know what? I'm out. So he said, buy the $16 million. Anybody saying goodbye to that type of fucking money is believes in what he believes.
So Ali was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
How much did he serve?
5 years.
So he served the 5 straight years.
He served the 5 straight years. He was fined $10,000. Then he was banned from boxing for 3 years.
All right, so 8 years.
Yeah. So 8 years out of boxing.
Now he's a true actor because he get 8 years out of that shit.
Exactly. Broke.
He got it all back, so it's all good.
Yeah, but 8 years.
So what?
Broke.
2 years?
Struggling.
2 years? So 2 years not being broke because people took care of their money. So you got to not take care of his previous money. You got gotta knock David Chappelle because he took previous money and bought land.
I'm not knocking Chappelle.
I don't know, man.
He's not portraying himself to be this activist.
But he is.
No, he's just speaking up on issues. That's all.
He's an activist for the black people, baby.
No, he's not. He's not an activist.
He's not.
Mm-mm. There's a difference. There's a difference just speaking up on issues and being an activist. Those are two different things.
So what's the activist and then what David Chappelle's doing? What's the difference?
Activists are out there with the people every day.
David Chappelle's not with the people? Not out.
No, besides his
he was out there with George Floyd and them. When George Floyd died, he was out there.
No, he wasn't. He did a comedy saying he wasn't.
Huh?
His last comic.
I mean, he was out there protesting. He was out there doing his thing. And he even talked about it in his shows too.
That's the thing. Why are people protesting? Protesting for what?
To arrest the cops.
What is protesting going to do?
Arrest the cops and then charge them with life?
Do you really think protesting is going to solve anything? No. Don't nobody respect protests.
My thing is just like, obviously the protesting that what happened in Missouri changed a lot of stuff.
But get this, now there's going to be laws about protesting.
Okay, but you could still protest without causing violence and everything. That's the thing.
No, but even if you do, it can affect you though. Now there's laws that can affect.
You got to sacrifice, Howard, if you believe in something, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Eventually, you'll get it all back, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Us guys, we can't afford to do that because
But who's looking at us? Who's gonna catch us? We ain't in that spotlight like that. Doesn't mean we can't go downtown and be like, hey, protect our families.
I'm not protesting nothing, man. I'm not protesting nothing because at the end of the day, I gotta put food on the table for my family.
Well, I guess you are in a way protesting. You are.
Yeah. Protesting by not protesting.
Yeah. But you're protesting by not going with the norm. You know what I mean? You are taking a stand in a way. It might not be out there, but you are. Technically, you are. I do find myself being an activist. I do find myself being somebody that, you know what? I got a strong back still, and I can still do what I need to do for my family. But I will not bend to something that I obviously do not believe in. You know what I mean? It sucks, but and it's probably even gonna change even more, bro. It's probably even gonna get worse before it gets better. And I have to prepare for that. You know what I mean? Shit, I already turned down one job. You know what I mean? And a very good job. So you can't tell me I didn't believe in it, bro.
Yeah.
And I gotta
all I'm saying, we're just in a day and age to where we're given leaders, given people to look up to.
I guess. I mean,
so that's why
I like what Kaepernick did. Do I the movie, I heard great reviews. Have I followed Kaepernick since then? Have I paid attention to him since then? No. Like the Netflix thing was a surprise to me. David Chappelle, I love when he goes on his podcasts and everything, or going on other people's podcasts. I love his comedy shows. I think he does speak on these issues. I think he is, like I said, I saw him, doing the thing with George Floyd, speaking on Breonna Taylor and them, everybody.
And that's something that a lot of comics do. They speak on, especially Black comics, they speak on issues that plagues the Black community, and they bring humor to it.
But wouldn't that be I mean, I don't know. I mean, some of the stuff was real shit. I mean, I know they'd be a little haha there, but
yeah, like on like on one of the specials where Dave Chappelle, he got on Don Lennon, how he was calling out these celebrities to come out their houses and to protest. And he's like, well, then in Dave Chappelle, he was like, well, I was hoping he'll say my name so I can call his ass out. Like, what the fuck are we going to do protesting? This is not our fight. This is the people's fight. You know, they don't need us because we don't live in those communities. We're not affected by what the common everyday people are going through.
So everybody's looking for a Jesus Christ. That's pretty much what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is that, like, unless he's coming, you know, again for, you know, in Revelations, then we ain't ever going to see a Jesus Christ. And I think our standards need to be a little damn lower. You know what I mean? You know, especially day or time, you know, that we haven't had any speakers get killed. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't had, like, the Nick Cannon thing. You know, my thing was, I don't know what Nick Cannon's doing anyway. You know, I was very surprised when that happened.
Yeah.
Before that, I was like, where'd this come from? He started wearing dashikis and
turban and everything, and
doing a whole lot of stuff that was like after he got rid of Mariah Carey and everything, or that shit ended. A lot of you know, and then my thing is like, you know, this cat got like 11 kids and shit. You know what I mean? Like he.
Well, you know, I follow him, and I follow his interviews and stuff like that. And he said that he has lupus, and he also stated that, you know, he doesn't have that much time. So when you don't have that much time, that gives you, I can say what I want. I can be pro-Black or be this activist, but actually, that can affect the people you leave behind. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know how it's gonna affect Mariah Carey. I mean, as long as the kid's with her, she's straight.
Yeah, but you got other children. You know, you got parents, you got brothers, you got sisters.
That's why it's called co-parenting and finding a job, bro. You know, like my thing is like, I don't know. I just like you kind of changed my whole point, like thought about this process again, man. That's you know, that's
the first thing I think about.
In a good way, though. You gave me something to look at as a bigger picture.
Yeah,
because I'm focused on individual wins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's an 82 game season, but you know we beat one of the best teams in the league. I mean, we might be 1-10, but we beat. But you know what I mean? One of our wins was the best team in the league, and I felt like that's all we can do now. That's all we can like have is wins. We can't, you know what I mean? Like we're winning battles, but we're not winning the war kind of thing, because we're never gonna win the war, you know, because it's not made, it's fixed, so we're never gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But those individual things that happens and we get a win, like I really applaud that, man. Like I you know, because we don't have nothing.
Yeah, let's do it like this, like the whole NBA, and they did that Black Lives Matter and stuff like that because what? They're not threatened by that. They can control that narrative.
Because there's only 15 niggas, not 53. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's only 15, and my thing is that's like, I'm sorry, like,
and it's safe because right now,
you know, you don't see you just see a last name and a football team. Like I never say I like Trayvon Diggs. I say I like the Dallas Cowboys. See, it's different. Like I don't have like, you know, it's different for NBA because it's like I like Steph Curry, I like LeBron James, I like Michael Jordan. Those are individuals that play on a team.
The NFL is the shield. The NBA, the players, they sell the league.
That's it. And you know what? It's going to take.
But right now, But right now, it's
take 80% of the league to walk away, bro. It's pretty much what it is. If
and
80%
they're
or
not going to
70%,
do that.
they're never gonna do it because
They're not going to do that because they're making so much money. They're making. Where else you going to make 20, 30 million a year?
Well, that's only a handful of people actually doing that.
Well, I'm just saying they do that.
An average
ball
figures. Who's gonna make six figures playing a football game? You know what I mean? So I understand that. I absolutely understand that. But my thing is just like, if everybody walked out right now at a collective, what would the NFL do? You think people would watch Dallas Cowboys without Dak and CeCe Lamb and Cooper and all them? You know? No.
I think with the NFL, since it's the shield, they feel that you're replaceable. They can always get another quarterback or whatever.
Like right now, today.
If everybody that won't happen.
Everybody walks out before Sunday right now. You really think they're gonna stop paying them? You really think it's gonna be like, oh wait, fuck it, we can replace you? Think about it. No. And that's the thing that we hold on real quick. Hello? Sorry about that. I guess somebody tried to call me. Sorry, somebody tried to call me. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's the thing with even us regular civilians. If we all went to the bank and took out our money, guess what? It ain't there. You know what I mean? Because the banks took our money and put it in the foreign exchange and getting a 15% return while we only getting 1% return. So that's why I said, if the NBA said, fuck it, we're not playing, guess what? They got to cancel the games because they're not playing because there's only 30 guys that can play and they can't replace 30 guys that day. But if 70% or 80%, what are we 80% or 70%? Oh. I think we're 70% of the league is African American.
At least 75.
75%. If 75% of the NFL quit right now and was like, you know what, we're not playing another down until we get raises or some shit or whatever case may be, I guarantee you the NFL will fold, bro. It would fold.
Yeah.
Like it would fold. That's how much power that these gentlemen have. And I believe the NFL Players Association makes sure that doesn't happen. I guarantee they talk about it because they do have the power to do that. You know what? You're not getting what we want. Lockout. Because
it'd be a lot harder for the NFL to do that.
Been a lockout.
It'd be a lot harder because there's a hierarchy. Like the quarterbacks and all the top NFL stars, they'll be all right, but it'd be the one that's on the lower pole. So
the thing is that you have to play the game to get paid. You have like everybody needs to understand, you have to play a game to get paid. Like unless you got guaranteed money, you have to play to get paid. So if everybody's 75% walked out, ain't nobody playing.
Nobody's gonna do that. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of them, majority of them are living paycheck to paycheck.
Oh yeah, I know that, man. I mean, I'm just saying, they have so many power. There's so much power, they don't even see it. Because my thing is, it's like if they did that right now, and we're in the middle of the season, 8 games in, and they said, you know what, fuck it, we're not playing anymore. So we're not playing on the 14th. We're not playing for the rest of this month, bro. The NFL would be shocked. It'd be over. Like, dude, even Las Vegas right now is struggling. They don't want to tell you. They don't talk about it. But ever since they put that mandate, ain't nobody showing up to the games, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They had a comp 20,000 seats, bro. They had a comp. And they just built $1 billion stadium in Las Vegas. Now are you telling me on opening day and everything like that, I can't sell out the building? Oh, my God. I had to bring all the brothers and sisters for the Super Bowl. But that was in LA. But that's in LA. But that's not Vegas. But you know what I mean? Like Vegas is, right now they're sweating. They like, man, we got to make sure this shit changes or something like that. But I don't know, man. I just one day, this shit ain't gonna fucking matter. I mean, one day everything's gonna change, and hopefully one day I do see it in my lifetime where 75% of us actually do walk out and change things.
Yeah.
You know?
And this all I want to say before we move to the next topic is that, you know, for any celebrity that comes out and they're very active about a certain topic, you just gotta look at everything and see what are they getting out of it. That's all.